Hello, welcome one and all to Bursting Into the Scene. This is a brand new podcast. This is the very first episode 1, the introduction. It is run by me. My name is David Chimbaza, and this is a football sports style show, which is just going to be quite relaxed. You're going to get to know a little bit more about me, about what I do, my experiences, and hopefully you're going to get a lot of value out of that, and also out of some of the people that I've met and some of the people that I've come across in sport. We're going to get into the funny side of sport, some of the stories that I have to tell, some of the experiences, the people that I've met, the journey along the way and where I am at the moment. And I really, really hope that something that you can get out of it is that it can be anyone. Obviously, I'm 21, and so I've just come out of university. But the journey that I've been through can be replicated. It's just kind of the how, and I hope that for you guys, you're going to get a little bit more about what I do and also how it can help you moving forward. So that's a little bit about me. This podcast is going to be, at the moment, self-run. It's all just me, and then I'm going to bring on some guests. I've got some people that I've known and I've met through the journey and through the industry that are really, really good and really, really talented. And when they come on this show, and they're going to teach you a lot about what they've done, you know, their journeys, their experiences. Actually, a quick side note, because I already tried to film this once and I forgot to press record, so that was a really, really good start. Micah Richards, this is kind of named after you bursting into the scene. So I'm just saying, check out for your DMs, because if you would like to be a guest of this show and come on board, I would absolutely love that. You are more than welcome to come. If you want to bring Roy Keane and Gary Neville with you, feel fine by me. Maybe we could do a little The Rest is Football podcast type, collaboration maybe in there. Like, you can tell me what you know. I've got a bit of expertise for you, all that good stuff. I know, you're on the Premier League, and Alan Shearer scored all those goals, and Gary Lineker scored, he's got a World Cup golden boot, but I'm David Chimbaza, do you know what I mean? It's David Chimbaza, you know what I mean? You want to learn from me, obviously. So that would be really nice. But no, jokes aside, I really hope that you get a lot of value of it. I hope you enjoy it, because it's really going to be fun. And this journey is going to be something that I've really wanted to do for such a long time. And I cannot wait to get into, the real bare bones of this journey. So I guess going into a little bit about who I am, because I'm sure you might be thinking, who the bloody hell is this guy, like David Chimbaza? You've got 800 odd followers on Instagram. Who am I? I'm a lot, really, I think. I won't lie. An entrepreneur, a graduate, a great guy, incredible. So I've just come out of university studying at the University Campus of Football Business in Manchester, at the Etihad Stadium. I think I've nailed that name. Someone's going to tell me if I'm wrong from my university, but I'm pretty sure I've nailed that name. And I studied international football business for 3 years. And in those 3 years, I didn't do a master's, just a straight degree. I got a 2-1, so big up. I graduate soon. I really got to learn a lot. I mean, I delved so deep into the industry, like volunteering, work, networking. I went to events, conferences. I've met so many people that are just in good positions. I've met CEOs, ex-Premier League CEOs, agency owners, business owners, kids who are literally my age that are running, European organizations. It's crazy the amount of people that I know and how many talented people there are in this industry as well at such a young age. It's particularly unbelievable. And I hope as they share their stories, they come on board from all different ages. You guys get a real insight into what it takes to be in the top of the experience in the industry, but also the journey that it takes. And, some people have got some incredible stories to tell. I've got some funny stories to tell, I hope. And, you guys can really enjoy it and really get a lot out of it. I'm so excited for this podcast. I can't lie. I think it's going to be something that's going to be so sick. And, I just hope that you guys get a lot out of it too. I mean, it's going to be amazing, really. So yeah, that's what I am. I'm an entrepreneur at the moment. So I've just started my own business in in digital development for coaches, DTC Media. Shout out, by the way. Where we're going to be providing football coaches with online support and a lot of support structures. I say we are providing football coaches and football academies with online support development. So that's going to be fantastic for them. I really hope that, they can learn something as well. And you guys can learn that, it's not all just about one way. There's so many different ways to do it. And, it's just about taking the first step and really, really, developing and going from that direction. So that's really, really interesting. I'm going to talk to you over the next coming episodes about experiences with Liverpool Football Club, Manchester City, Manchester United, the FA, people that I've worked with at FIFA, the Premier League, the FA Youth Council, CONMEBOL, CAF, If you don't know who those are, UEFA. Oh my God, like there's so many people, and you guys think I'm lying. Like genuinely, it's got some incredible stories and people that I've just met along the way. The UFC star who's actually fighting tomorrow. Like just some unreal stories to tell you, and like experiences that I've had at 21, and it's nothing like abnormal, like it's just through opportunity that I've done this. So I really hope that you guys get a sense of like, okay, like this is something that could be serious and a good opportunity. So that's something else to come. Guest speakers, I've got players, CEOs, chairmen, coaches, player carers, business owners, agency owners, like the lot. So many people that have just dedicated their craft for so many years. Some have dedicated for 1 year, some have dedicated for like 20 years. Like honestly, it's just so diverse. And so I really think that by channeling all of it, it's something that we can put together and we can support. I think there's so many people that are doing podcasts as well, so we can co-podcast with some people. Anyone that wants to collaborate, any of my networks, if you want to come on, then please feel free. Like, you can shout me out, I'll shout you out, and we can do like a co-podcast together, whatever it is. So, it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited, and, I just hope that you guys come along the way. We'll do Q&As, we'll do opportunities to ask me questions, get to know a bit more about me. Like I said, in detail, I've got some stories to tell. Maybe you guys can come on at some point and tell your story. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can come on and give 5 minutes and tell me what you are about. And so, I'm this guy and you can do whatever. So, I'm really looking forward to it. And I just hope that everyone gets a lot out of it. I'm really excited. I think I've said that maybe like 1 million times. And really the show, we look to do it once a week. I would love it to be more consistent, and maybe at this time it might even be 2 times a week to begin with. And then as we go along, there'll probably be more longer podcasts with more content, more types of things, and just more in depth and detail. So you guys are going to get, full content. If you have anything you ever want to ask me or any requests, like we're going to be doing a lot of how-tos, Mythbusters, fun type of stuff, games, challenges, everything. I really want you to just be right into it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it too. And we're going to just get right into it. And so, this is it. This is the first episode. It's going to get better. Like, if you're wondering where I am right now, I am at a hotel in Peterborough. I'm attending Rob Moore. So Rob Moore obviously interviewed Andrew Tate, David Goggins. Like, this guy is worth so much money. And he's doing like a conferencing event, so I'm there for the weekend, and I've got this really nice hotel room. Just been chilling myself and put the setup together. This is something that's been in the works for a while, but now actually delivering on it is really important. So I just decided to stop procrastinating, like get on with it and continue to just push into it. I do hope that and at some point there will be podcasts that are just about me, and it would just be me talking. But the ideal way to do it would be to have guests on to come and speak and talk to you guys about what they're doing as well. Like, you're not just gonna hear from me. Maybe the first few episodes it might just be me talking at you, but we're gonna get people on board and they're gonna tell you about what they've been through. So that's it really. I'm gonna tell you one story today for free. Since it's topical, the UFC 3 or 4 champion. It's not even football. Like it's UFC. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, David's doing a football podcast, but he's talking about the UFC. Yeah, I am. Paddy the Baddy. I don't know if you know him. Really good fighter, Scouser. One of the first experiences that I ever had of meeting Paddy, I say first, the only experience I have of meeting Paddy the Baddy was at the Liverpool-Burnley game this year, actually, and I was with a couple of contacts that I was with. Some of you I won't say because I would like to get them on the podcast as well. And so obviously he's out of camp like before his game or whatever. And so here I am, like we were in the Legends Lounge for Liverpool versus Burnley. There was John Barnes there. There was some ex-Liverpool legends. Like, it was part of the business that I was doing. And like John, I'm sitting at my table like with the two of us. There's one on my right, one on my left. I was in the middle, and there was 3 of us. We were on another table with someone who works at the Irish FA. And like we're eating. And then I looked at the table across me, and there's Paddy the Baddy. And And the thing is, right, no offense, right, I'm not in the best of shape, yeah, whatever, but he was, you can tell, out of camp. Like, this guy was, he said it before, like, he eats a lot when he's out of camp, and, like, this guy was, and I tell you, hammering food. Like, that guy was eating well. I know he's a Liverpool fan, I know they invite him, but my God, like, he was just eating. And so I was a bit nervous, because I was like, do I go and approach him? Go and look at my Instagram, like, there's a photo on there. But I was like, oh, no, I'm just going to do it. Like, it's Paddy the Baddie. Like, it's really cool. So I went up to him. I was like, hey, man, how you doing? Like, and mind you, he's like half, like, in the middle of eating something when I went up to him. And I was like, hey, man, like, can I get a photo? And he was so sound. He was like, yeah, man, yeah, like, oh my God, that's so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should cut that out, but I'm not going to. But he was just so sound. He was like, yeah, man, like, take a picture. We had a conversation. Paddy, if you want to come back on the podcast as well, like, you can do that too. It was just lovely. Like, we had a good chat and a good conversation. And I was like, fair's to you, man. Like, go and smash it. He's fighting tomorrow in Manchester against Bobby Green. But this was like February time. So obviously it's not going to impact his fight. Like, he's going to win tomorrow anyways. But it was just so weird, because that's like the first experience I've had with someone that's so big. And he was just so down to earth. Like, that guy is clearly not fake from what I've seen. And it was just quite funny, because like, we're at this game and here he is, like, across the table from me, just sitting, like, eating food, like, scuffing it. And the thing is, if you looked at him on that day, you'd be like, nah, this guy, like, if you walked him into the street, didn't know who he is, you'd be like, oh, like, this guy, like, whatever. I don't think he's particularly that tall either, but then he's just such a good fighter. And then when he gets into that shape, you're like, damn, like, he's serious. Do you know what I mean? So, big up to Paddy the Baddie. Like, that was really, really cool. And, I really like the photo. I'm going to put it in the edit, one of the reels as well, so you can see as well. It was pretty awesome. And yeah, like, good luck to him tomorrow. But that was just one of the experiences that I had at a football game. And the chance to go to that game came up by sheer luck. It just happened that Paddy the Baddie was there and John Barnes was speaking. I think they had a few, I'm not so clued up on Liverpool legends. I'm really sorry. But they had a few, like, goalkeepers and players from the 70s, I believe. Oh, there's one name that comes to my mind. They used to play in the Shankly teams. I can't remember. But it was just, like, ridiculous to be in, like, that room full of so many influences and, like, really aspiring people. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, that was amazing. One of these times I'm going to talk about is probably maybe in the next episode about Manchester City. I've got so many stories from City. I work as a steward there, or I did really for 3 years. I'm not sure if I do anymore. But, yeah, City's great as well, by the way. I know, like I said, I'm a United fan, but working at City was really, really good. And, I've met some great people and got some great stories to tell there. Some of them now have gone into, like, the actual main role of the club and have, like, liaised with, multi-millionaires and... Oh my God, it's ridiculous. One of my mates literally, like, fist pumps Vincent Kompany and met Jeremy Doku, like, and he was my housemate in second year, and I was just like, mate, come on the pod. I haven't actually told him that yet, because he's going to see this. Ollie's going to see this. Ollie, mate, if you do see this, come on the podcast, man, because you'd be sick. I remember we wanted to do this for years, so, you're more than welcome to come and be part of it. And you can tell the stories that you have at City too, but, yeah, like, it's just one of them where, like, an opportunity came up, we took it, and then it was just amazing to do and be a part of as well. So, it was just fantastic, and I really hope that we can get a lot out of educating people. That's also what I do in my business, which is now, DTC media. Like, I know I'm shouting it out. I'm not going to shout it out too much, but it's pretty much just about supporting and educating people again in coaching and their delivery and stuff like that, because I think the more you can educate people, the more that it helps everyone as well, because, you can develop online. And for me personally, I didn't have much. I had mentors who helped me to guide me through the process. And again, that's something we'll talk about, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, like, educating myself within football specifically, I had to do it myself. So it was difficult. And I think the more education there is, the better. And now, obviously, with there being online stuff, it's such an important thing to do. So, that's something we're going to look to work towards and, really try and develop and talk about. But yeah, I mean, that's just a little bit of a snippet into what it's going to be like. Just a lot of waffle, a lot of fun. Don't worry, I'm going to bring on some interesting people. You might have honestly sat through these first 14 minutes and gone, this guy's going to do like loads of podcasts. I'm not sure I can do this, bruv. But trust me, it's going to be good. And I really, really hope you enjoy it. So thank you very much for listening to the first episode. Every single one of you, like and subscribe, share the podcast around. Like, let's get it active, let's get it moving and engaging. It's going to be something that I hope you enjoy and really get the benefit out of. I can just see through the screen. Imagine I've been sat here for 14 minutes looking at the screen. I've just seen the bag in the foreground. and the bag on my bed, and I'm just here like, why did I not just move them out of shot? It's a co-op bag, by the way. It had like croissants and pens in it. I don't know why I'm waffling about a co-op bag, but I just wish I'd taken it out now, but whatever. Like I said, I really hope you're going to get a lot of value out of it and enjoy the podcast. I don't believe there's enough education around this subject, so I'm looking to do another one soon, maybe like today. It might even be tomorrow. I might just film something else, like it's a bit more informational. I'm going to talk a bit about my business, talk a bit about what I've learned, go into the story. I've got so many stories to tell, some great stories from some great people, and so I really hope that comes across well on the show. And I'm just really excited to get started. So thank you very much for listening. I really hope you enjoy it. Share the podcast, like the podcast, and I shall see you guys soon. Peace out.